Good day, ladies and gentlemen, most especially my viewers. Once again, I'm here online to intimate you guys on a very important discussion. Yes, the definition of education, most especially in Nigeria, in a simpler terms, is that you will be elevated from poverty. Once you are schooled, you have done all that is needed by your parents, you come out of school, you have a good car, you work in a company or an industry where AC will be fixed, you have a very conducive environment where you work, you have your driver who is driving you all around, and you live in a good home. But that is actually not the essence of education. We school to eliminate ignorance that is in us. We go to school to be enlightened. We go to school to have a global understanding of the world. We go to school to be able to communicate as expected globally. We go to school to be able to examine situation critically before we take decisions. And that is the essence of education. But then, when children's mind are fixed while growing up that when you go to school, you have been eliminated of poverty, you will never know suffering. No, that is not what it is. Now, that is the definition that we are given earlier on changes our concept of being educated. And that is why in Nigeria today, you see a lot of graduates who are suffering, who are unable to take the challenges of the society and discover issues, fight their problems, and to earn a living. A lot of graduates crying to government. Yes, of course, it's the responsibility of the government to provide industries, to provide job and eliminate unemployment. But do you know what? I did my own personal investigation and research. And I observed that if you put in 20 graduates, or you take a statistics of 20 graduates, and you bring out 20 persons that never went to tertiary institution, and you examine them, you find out that those who never went to this tertiary institution after their secondary school education, they went into the society and find any way to survive. You find out that after 10 to 15 years of their lives, the young man who went to school will not be able to survive in Nigerian society, because he has already fixed his mind that an industry will employ me and give me money. An industry will employ me and take good care of me. Meanwhile, he who never went to tertiary institution has already gone into the society and searched for a means of living. One of the greatest challenges a lot of graduates in Nigeria has is that when they leave school after their NYC service, they get confused if they don't have elderly ones to put them on track. That is how they will be moving in the forest of errors, rigmaroling for 10 good years, after which confusion will set in and they will begin to look for anything to do. You begin to see graduates who are riding a tricycle. You begin to see graduates who are doing underpaid job. You begin to see a lot of graduates complaining here and there because they are unable to survive in the contemporary society. You see a lot of private schools owners who never had first degree are surviving with their school. While they are organizing this school at a small level and they brought it up to a certain level, they will go and do part-time program. And you see them becoming employers of intelligent graduates. Many of the graduates who had first class and 2-1 in this country are being employed by illiterate who owns conglomerates. And if I give instances, most especially in the southern part of this country, it will shock a lot of persons that many of the owners of mini or some of these oil and gas industries, servicing oil and gas industry, oil and gas servicing industries, they do not have first degree, not to talk of MSc or PhD. And I'm challenging a lot of us who are graduate that yes, you can start after leaving school. You can start what you can go and put. I mean, learn any career, any trade. The first means of a graduate is to survive. You just need to survive. You have something you can put in your pocket. You are able to feed your stomach. Then you begin to think the next level. You begin to think the next level. You begin to look at opportunities that are available for you in the little income that you've saved. If it will enable you to go and learn a particular trade for 1 or 2 years. Before you know it, you have started measuring up in the society. And let me give us, viewers, this advice. Do not forsake the days of little beginning. Journeys of miles start with a step. If you make use of these 2 last parables or idioms that I put before you, you will be surprised what will come out of you. Thank you, and God bless you.